familiar to you? If so, then you know all too well how stressful it can be when signs of mites, mold, and powdery mildew start to show up. Now, cultivators have long used pesticides to fight against mold and mites because they didn't have another solution until now. This is the Super 501, our industrial unit. The Kangen machine produces 9 different pH waters that you can use for so many different things. So we've got the 2.5 hypochlorous acid. This is a very powerful sterilizer. It kills mites, aphids, fungus gnats, and mold, and it provides 99% germination rate. Then we have our acidic waters. They range from 4.5 to 6.0 pH, and you use them to make compost tea or water your plants for increased uptake of nutrients and oxygen. Then we have our alkaline water. We go from neutral 7 pH all the way up to a 9.5 pH, and those are for drinking, which, by the way, this is also the most powerful healing water on the planet for your health as well. And then we have our 11.5 strong alkaline water. Now this water is so high alkaline that it actually emulsifies with oil and it kills fungus as well. So just to make one thing clear, the Kangen machine is not a water filter, it is a water ionizer. That means it produces water that has been electrically charged through electrolysis. This is the electrolysis process that is happening inside the machine. You'll simply hook up your machine to a faucet or hose. The water first travels through a double carbon filter and then into the electrolysis chamber, where it runs over 12 medical grade platinum solid metal plates while being struck with a high volt of electricity. This splits the water into two, giving you an alkaline pH water and an acidic pH water. So there are 2 main ways you can use Kangen water with your plants: as a pest solution and to increase your yield. Now, as far as the protocol as a pest solution, for prevention, what you would do is you alternate spraying every 3 days between the 2.5 hypochlorous acid and the 11.5 strong alkaline waters. For elimination, if you are already having an issue, you would then spray the 2.5. Once it's dry, you spray the 11.5 on the same day, and then you repeat this every day until your issue is gone. The second major benefit of using Kangen water on your plants is increased yield and decreased nutrient cost. This is due to something called microclustering. Let me explain how microclustering works. As you can see from this diagram, any type of water that does not have an electrical charge, such as tap or well water, will have 15 to 20 water molecules clustered together. Once the water passes through the Kangen machine, the electrical charge excites the water molecules, repelling them from each other, and they end up in 5 to 6 molecules per cluster. Well, what does that mean for your plants? So let me describe this visually for you. Imagine you have a handful of tennis balls and you're trying to throw them through a chain link fence. Now imagine you have a handful of small pebbles. Which handful do you think will get more through the fence? Obviously the pebbles, which represents the Kangen water. So you can see how this translates to nutrient uptake for your plants. Let's go over the feeding and watering protocol. Depending on whether you typically use a pH up or down, you will mix either one of the acidic or alkaline waters with nutrients to make your compost tea. Because Kangen water is microclustered, plants will uptake more nutrients and oxygen and thus yield more. Watering with Kangen allows higher nutrient uptake from the soil and makes plants more naturally pest resistant. And you'll actually have to use less nutrients so you don't overfeed your plants. You will achieve up to a 30% savings in nutrient costs. This will also eliminate the need for pH balancers, thus saving you even more money.
Enagic, which has expanded the use of electrolyzed water in various fields such as stock farming, prawn culturing, and ukon farming, has now endeavored into a new area of rice farming. Enagic will continue its pursuit of agroecology through the use of electrolyzed water. In March of 2014, strong acidic electrolyzed water was designated by the government of Japan as a designated harmless agricultural chemical for retaining disinfecting power against bacteria, while being harmless to all animals and plants, unlike agrochemicals. Due to the absence of harmful agrochemicals in this method, electrolyzed water farming is safe and worry-free.